Yeah, that's a fun color. It's nice. It's a soft purple. So if nobody else has the majestic purple, I won't use that. And then I have a leaf green. If you don't have a leaf green, we can mix yellow and blue together. Yellow and blue together will give us green. We will add a little bit of water to one of those and it will lighten up a lot. And if it doesn't go that leaf green, lighter green, we can add just a dot of yellow. But I need to tell you not to panic about your colors because nothing's going to be wrong. It's a canvas. I know you're trying to do the best you can, but please don't stress on it. You'll have the instructions. The video will be available if you want to repeat it. And there will be some tips and techniques here that you may use for other canvases. This will take you farther because we're going to make a beautiful background first. This is going to work out beautifully. So you'll just need a couple of buckets of water. So I've got 2 really full buckets of water today. One's for mixing, one's just for a clean brush. Paper towel if you've got it, so have that handy. Chalk if you have it, which is always good. For acrylics, a brush. Now I had said a 2-inch. If you've got a 2-inch, that's fantastic. This is a 2-inch. You're going to get good coverage. If you only have a 1-inch, that's okay, not to worry. So let's just set aside any troubles, what's going on in our life, just for this time we're together. So let's just get into art mode and we'll do 3 deep breaths. So we'll take a deep breath in and hold it at the top and then release it fast or slow and drop those shoulders down. So deep breath in, hold it and release. Really drop those shoulders. Another deep breath in and release. And one more deep breath in and hold it and smile and release. There we go. We're ready to go. Everybody's smiling. And so we're going to get right into colors. So first color we're going to start with, we've got some purple on there. So put some purple on your tray. So it's wild eggplant that I've got. It's a pretty purple. So sometimes the camera shows different colors and I don't want to hold it too sideways too much because it'll tip and run all over. But there's purple. And I'm going to also add at the same time, beside my eggplant or purple, I'm going to add white. So a big glob of white on there. So we're going to get right into our colors. I'm also going to put my blue, which is dark blue. If you have a different blue, not to worry. These colors are going to blend. So now I've got blue on there. So I've got my paints. I've got purple, blue, and white. I'm going to dip my brush, put on a little bit of white, dip into my purple, put on some purple with the white, and I'm going to put some blue in with the purple and white. So you can see already, I've got a blend of 3 colors on my canvas. So see all 3, they're going to blend together. So I'm not worried about mixing my colors on my tray. If I get blue in my purple or purple in my white or white in my blue, I'm just going to start to put all of those colors on my canvas. So I want to cover the whole thing and I'm not trying to have the colors blend together. I want to have different colors showing. So see, I've got some white. I've got a little bit of purple. I've got some blue. A little more purple. So I'm not even looking for an even surface. I only want the paint to be up and down. And you can probably see already with some of that blue and the purple and the white, it's becoming a mauvey color. Now, if you're back, I'll read our meditation cards. This is our May You Know Joy meditations for everyday living. And the word today is power. So power is our word for the day. May you know power. May you know your own power. This power comes from standing firmly in your truth and expressing yourself in the world from that place. It is not about the ego, and it is never about minimizing others to achieve this. In fact, power comes from recognizing that lessons are constantly presenting themselves to you. Look at every person and event as an opportunity to learn more about yourself and your values. These are the seeds of your own love, self-respect, and empowerment. So that's power. May you know your own power. All right, I'm going to turn my canvas right side up now. So if you have your chalk ready, that's good. If you do not have your chalk ready, if you don't have chalk, then you can use a small brush. I've got a number 3 brush. It's my watercolor brush. But as long as I wash it out completely after I'm finished with my acrylics, use sometimes a little bit of dish soap and just rub those little bristles, because acrylic paint is very hard on brushes. I'm going to take the white. If I'm not using chalk, if you do not have chalk, then you're going to use white, and we're going to just draw stems. So I'll just do one stem with the paint. So it can be fairly narrow. So I'm just doing one with the paint. So you can see that I've got a stem. Hopefully that's not invisible. So it's a stem coming from the bottom up, and I know your paints are still wet. Your background is still wet. That's okay. I'm just putting white paint on. There's my one stem. And I'm just going to go from the bottom of my stem up to my bud. Now I'm picking up a little bit of white. That's okay. I'm just going to wipe that off and go back into my fresh green. So my intent is just to cover the white. Each time I do it, I'm having to just wipe my brush clean. So our tulip is like a horseshoe shape. And it has a side petal, a second side petal, and a center. So outline your tulip with the purple that you started with. If you used wild eggplant or whatever purple you started with. We're going to give our tulip an outside edge. So I'm going to start with the one on the far right side. There's 2 together, so I'm going to the one on the outside where there's the 2 together. I'm coming around the outside with the fresh purple, and I'm giving it a leaf. I'm going to give it another leaf, and it's got a center. So we're going to start to go over our tulip with the purple that we've got, the original purple, not the blended one, right over top of that red. If you're picking up too much red with your brush, just rinse it off, but we're putting that purple on top of the red. So just a really light hand. If it's starting to pull into some of that dark color, that's okay. Just really try at this point to round the edges of your tulip. So we're starting to give our tulip some formation and some shape, nice round. And then if you've got that lavender, we're just going to pull that lavender in there as well. And I'm just taking a little bit of that purple above the white on my flower so that I can see that there's a back